Oops, up off net, up off net. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man, look, can Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, when it's all said and done, become the greatest UK heavyweight champion ever? Oops, all right, man, look. Let's get to the video. First I want to say this. Do you know Michael Jackson's youngest son, Blanket, Prince Michael Jackson, do you know he's changed his name officially to Boogie? And not just that. Not only did he change his name to Biggie, he has his own YouTube channel where he reviews movies. Why haven't you guys told me that Michael Jackson's youngest son, Blanket, now known as Biggie, has his own YouTube channel where he reviews movies? I subscribed immediately. I think it's called like Family Review or something like that. And this guy is sitting here, he's 18 years old, Michael Jackson's youngest son. He's sitting there acting. He has his mannerisms like Mike. He looks like Mike. The funny thing is, he doesn't sound like Mike. He sounds like, matter of fact, he probably sounds more like Mike than we know. Okay, he has a deep voice. He's like, yeah, so I saw Sonic the Hedgehog. It's hysterical. It's hysterical. All right. I'm sitting here binge watching Boogie. All of his video is hysterical. I cannot believe that I'm looking at Michael Jackson's youngest son with a YouTube channel. He has less subscribers than I do. Okay, let's get to the video. Kool-Aid. Red, full of sugar. So, I was thinking, okay? And I was just thinking of the greatest UK heavyweights of all time, okay? And I came up with a list of 5. So my UK show business partners, comment below. Let me know if you have any differences we can discuss. But at number 1, I have Lennox Lewis. I think that's no shock, okay? Lennox Lewis, all his accolades, all the great things he's done. He's many things. But for me, the most important thing is he was the first UK undisputed heavyweight champion in 100 years since Bob Fitzsimmons. And the funny, with my top 5 UK greatest heavyweights of all time, they all got like a little 6 degrees of separation a little bit, except for one. Maybe one of them doesn't. So, as number 2, I actually have Bob Fitzsimmons. I think Bob Fitzsimmons is just, he's one of the first heavyweight champions, period, of all time. He lost to Jim Jeffries, lost his title to Jim Jeffries. Later on, he took on Jack Johnson, lost to him. Significant thing about Bob Fitzsimmons is he's the smallest heavyweight champion of all time, weighing in soaking wet at 175 pounds. Little guy. That record will never be broken. I don't see that record ever being broken. Bob Fitzsimmons. Who I also have in there, maybe at 3rd or maybe 2nd, is Henry Cooper. The cool thing about Henry Cooper is he almost beat Muhammad Ali. And you guys don't really realize how close it was to him actually beat Muhammad Ali. Angelo Dundee, his cornerman, used illegal smelling salt to wake up Muhammad Ali after he was dropped at the end of, what was that, the 4th round? I forget what, I think he was dropped in the 4th round, something like that. He got dropped early. Muhammad Ali was really out of it. They used illegal smelling salt. And then they ripped his glove, which once, the ref saw it, that his glove was ripped, they took extra time to get that fixed, which gave him even more time to wake out of getting dropped by Henry Cooper. Of course, Ali went on to stop Henry Cooper. Henry Cooper, his career was stopped by who I think is maybe 4 or 5 on my list. I don't know where to put him, maybe 4. Joe Bugner. Now, that guy can fight. Now, he well-balanced fighter. This guy fought them all. He fought Muhammad Ali twice. He fought, to the distance. He fought Joe Frazier, took him the distance. This man fought Joe Frazier and Marvis Frazier. I think he's the only heavyweight to fight Joe Frazier and his son, Joe Bugner. This guy took on, later on, he got TKO'd by Frank Bruno. He fought Ron Lyle to a split decision. He fought Ernie Shavers. Jimmy Ellis. He beat Jimmy Ellis. He beat James Quick Tillis. I mean, this guy fought them all. I really like Joe Bugner. I got him in my top 5. And I also have Tommy Farr in my so I don't know if he's 5 or 4. What I like about Tommy Farr is he also fought them all. He had a string of fights like no other. He fought Joe Lewis, okay? Then he fought the Cinderella Man, James Broderick. And then he followed that up with Max Baer. This guy, his 3 fights in a row was Joe Lewis, James Broderick, and Max Baer. You want to talk about the definition of not ducking. He fought Max Baer twice. Tommy Farr beat Max Baer once, I believe. Fantastic fighter. So those are my top 5. And I was thinking, can the Gypsy King break that top 5? What does it take? So he beat Klitschko. He's undefeated. He's lineal champion. Beat Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. The first one was officially a draw, which I think he should have gotten the nod. And he goes on to stop the Bronze Bomber. Is that enough to make him even in the top 10? No, not yet. He hasn't defended any of his titles. But what I'm saying is, he can, let's say he beats the Bronze Bomber again. And then let's say he goes on with his plan to take on AJ and beats him and become undisputed and goes on and take on Dillian White. Like he was talking about taking on Dillian White or Andy Ruiz and beat them. Let's say he just cleared these guys out. Let's say the Gypsy King beats AJ, which he would have to do. He would have to beat Deontay Wilder again, beat AJ. He would have to beat Dillian White. I'm pretty sure there'll be a rematch with AJ. He have to beat him again. He would have to take on and beat somebody like a Daniel Dubois or like an Usyk, definitely an Alexander Usyk. He would have to beat him. He would have to beat an Andy Ruiz. And I'm saying if he were to do those things, become undisputed, be lineal champion, beat Deontay Wilder twice and AJ twice, and is there a chance that he could become the greatest UK heavyweight champion ever? My answer to that officially is I don't think that the heavyweight division got the guys that can catapult him to that. Okay, even if he clears out the heavyweight division, I just don't think that the heavyweight division isn't like the one that Lennox Lewis reigned. Okay, so I don't think he can ever be greater than Lennox Lewis. It's going to be definitely hard to be greater than Bob Fitzsimmons. But can he be greater than a Joe Bugner? I think he probably can. Can he be greater than Henry Cooper? That'll be tough, but he probably can. If he were to wipe out everybody, become undisputed, the Gypsy King could be in the top 3. And with that argument, we can probably say the same thing for AJ. AJ has the best resume out of all of them. If AJ were to beat the Gypsy King, then fight Deontay Wilder and beat him, then already AJ, 2-time champion, 2-time unified, undisputed, becomes lineal champion. If you look at the Gypsy King, and you look at the two, the Gypsy King and AJ, who has a better chance of ranking higher as far as greatest heavyweight, UK heavyweights of all time, it'll probably be AJ. So I would like to know what you all think in the comments below. Can Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, can he do something to become the greatest of all time? But the funny thing about that, he would have to conquer AJ. And if he doesn't, that puts AJ in the conversation as possibly being top 3 greatest of all time, maybe even top 2. ShowBizz, don't let me know how you feel in the comments below. I think that's an extremely great conversation to have. We don't talk about the great UK heavyweights of all time, and I think we should. Okay, if you look at the heavyweight division right now, the very best of them happen to be 2 UK fighters, AJ and Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. So I would love to know what you all think in the comments below. I'm out.